Hey guys, welcome back. I was meant to be vlogging today and pre-filming videos so that I have content to go up for the end of Vlogmas without having to actually film, edit, and upload every day. But I was hungover when I woke up this morning. I went out with my girlfriends last night. We had a really good time, so much fun. And I just really wanted to have a chill hangover day where I just lay in front of the TV and watch YouTube, and I did that until about 2 o'clock and then felt like doing some work. So I'm going to film a get ready with me today. I am going out again tonight for Will's dad's birthday dinner. We're going to the Reservoir Lounge, which is a jazz club here in Toronto. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup, getting ready for that. I figured I might as well do it while the sun is still out and I can film it. And then I was just gonna do it like sped up to music, kind of like a XO style, old school get ready with me, but I kind of feel like doing a little talk through. So I'm gonna do a talk through as well. So I guess we'll just get started. My skin has been feeling super dry since we got home. So I'm going to do a really good job with skin prep here right now. So I'm gonna actually start with a serum. I'm gonna use this one from the Abnormal Beauty Company. This is the Buffet. I've had this forever and I don't see a lot of results from it, although I don't use it very consistently, but I feel like I use things consistently when I notice results from them. So I think because of the fact that I don't use this consistently, it tells me that it's not giving me the results that I want, but I figured it would be good for a little bit of extra moisture today. Next, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I ran out of this for the last couple of weeks when we were in Chiang Mai, and when I put it on, was it yesterday? I think yesterday I put it on for the first time since we got home. And it was like, oh, so nice, so instantly moisturizing. Just like makes my skin feel so calm. I love it. So with regards to my acne, if you were watching any of my Thailand vlogs, I was getting really bad acne because I ran out of my supplements. So I had brought what I thought was enough for the whole trip, but when we first got there, my skin started totally freaking out. So I had to start taking more than I normally do every day. And so then I ended up running out of them before we got home. And that was really shitty. It made me realize that my skin isn't really doing better like it is when I take the supplements, and I take them every day. So it seems like my skin is doing a lot better, but it's just like those supplements are suppressing the inflammation. So whatever's causing the inflammation, whether it be testosterone, whether it be something else. This is just a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury eye cream, by the way. And for me, healing my skin has always been about finding what the issue is and correcting the issue, finding out what's causing the inflammation in my body. Now I'm thinking it might be my IUD, and so I'm gonna get my IUD taken out. I'm going to try and balance my hormones naturally without having any kind of artificial hormone in my body. I went on the IUD because I hated the artificial hormones from the pill, and the doctor told me that the hormones are a lot more localized with an IUD, so they just stay in the area where the IUD is. They don't travel around the body like they do with the pill, so the side effects from the hormones would be less intense, and they definitely are. I definitely notice a difference in terms of my personality. I hate being on the pill. I'll never go on it again. I'm just gonna use a little bit of my Hollywood Flawless filter. Although there are less hormones traveling through my body with the IUD, it's still artificially affecting my hormones. So I wanna get it out. I wanna try and balance everything out and see if I can get my skin figured out to the point where I don't need to take a supplement. I don't have to take an expensive supplement. I don't have to be reliant on it if I go away and I don't have access to it to be getting these terrible breakouts. Like, I don't want that to be the case. So I need to try and figure things out a little bit. When I went out last night, I didn't moisturize before I put on my foundation. I was just like so anxious to start doing my makeup that I didn't even moisturize. And I didn't prime. I just went in with a matte foundation, and I was feeling like my skin was so matte all night. So I feel like I'm like overcompensating with moisture right now to make up for that. But it's so much nicer to have dewy skin. For foundation today, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation, and I'm going to mix in a pump of my Dior Forever, mostly just for color. So anyways, I ordered more of my supplements from Chiang Mai to the house in Toronto so that they would be here when I got home, and they were literally like sitting on my kitchen table when we got home because we had someone getting our mail for us. And I took 3 of them that night, and then I took 3 more yesterday, and like I can already notice such a big difference in my skin. You can see all of this discoloration, but this is all flat. None of these are raised. Maybe around here a little bit is still a little bit active, but everything else is just hyperpigmentation. As I continue to take the pills, that goes away more and more. 2 days of being back on those pills and my skin is already getting so much better. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm hopeful that I can get everything with it figured out going forward. So I'm gonna use my little Real Techniques buffing brush to buff this in. I haven't used this brush in forever because it was super dirty and I was too lazy to wash my brushes. So I washed all my brushes yesterday, and now I'm like, yay, my buffing brush is clean. So I guess I'll talk about my night a little bit. I don't really want to go into too much detail or anything, but I kind of want to talk a little bit about something that's really changed my life within the past few years. And that's the idea that you are in control of your emotions. You're in control of your situation. You can choose to react to every single situation. If something happens to you that makes you upset or angry or embarrassed, you get to choose your reaction. And I put this into practice in my everyday life. It's made a huge difference for me in terms of my happiness, in terms of, I don't know, just everything. And we ended up having such a fun night last night. I went out with 3 of my girlfriends. We went to a show at a club, and a few different little things kind of happened closer to the beginning of the night when we first got there that I feel like if I had been with other people, or if even I myself had experienced those a couple of years ago, it would have really impacted the night in a negative way, to the point where we might have gone home early, we might not have had as good of a time as we had, we might not have had the experiences that we had. And it was just because we decided not to let the sort of little negative things that were happening interfere with our night. Something happened where we could have easily become embarrassed, we could have become angry, we could have got kind of down on ourselves, and we kind of had that feeling for like a second. And then, I don't know, I shouldn't say we, I don't want to speak for the other girls. Maybe I should just talk about my own experience. So I had this moment where I was feeling like a little embarrassed and a little bit kind of like, it kind of like really brought the energy of the night down, if you know what I mean. I just literally had this moment where I thought to myself, you get to decide how you're gonna progress. You get to decide how you're gonna move this moment forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes. I need to wet my beauty blender. This is gonna be my last use for this guy. So anyways, this thing happened, and I had this moment where I was able to stop and tell myself that this could go one of 2 ways. This could go in a positive direction because I choose to take it there, or this could go in a negative direction. I can decide that I don't care that that thing just happened, literally, like not even like a I don't care, but like literally I don't care, and continue on with my night and be a light and be a source of energy for the people around me and happiness. That is like what I decided to do. And I feel like we ended up having such a good night. We had so much fun. We were just like dancing the whole time. And I'm just really happy that I kind of had that change in mindset. Actually, it came from a book called Mindset that Will was reading. Will reads all these personal development books, and then he gives me the synopsises from them. So I feel like I get to learn all of the knowledge from all of these amazing books without having to actually read them, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just that shift in mindset and being in control of your emotions and being in control of your own life, and just placing value on things that are important and taking value away from things that aren't, things that try to insert themselves into your life and try to claim and tell you that they have importance when you haven't given it to them. So normally I wouldn't use my loose powder for this. I would use my Airbrush Flawless Finish because I'm going for more dewy makeup, but I'm not actually going out for quite a few hours, and because my makeup is so dewy, I want to make sure it lasts. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Genius Magic Powder to set under the eye area and kind of dust all over the face as well. Actually, this is a little bit too light of a powder for my tan right now to use all over my face, so let's just start under the eyes. Anyways, I hope that made sense. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you have control over how you're going to react in any situation. Nobody can make you have a certain type of reaction, and you need to take ownership over that. You need to take ownership over the fact that someone can do something to you or around you that could possibly set off a certain type of negative reaction from you, but it's your choice whether or not you're gonna have that reaction. And that has really helped me a lot, and it helped me have a really good time last night. So I just thought I would share a little bit. Hopefully it makes sense. So I am going to use my number 2 Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder on the rest of my face because the color matches a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my skin as well. I'm using my Dior Forever bronzer on my Real Techniques Duo Fiber face brush. So because Will and I just spent all of our money in Thailand, we decided we weren't really gonna do Christmas gifts this year. I think we're gonna get each other like one thing. I always do a stocking for him, so I think I'm gonna do a stocking and then get him one gift. I usually go all out on Christmas. I love giving people gifts for Christmas, like my favorite thing ever, but I have no money this year, but I know that like literally no one cares about that, so not a big deal. It's just nice to have something to open, just kind of for tradition. Me and Will have our Christmas Eve tradition, so we always spend Christmas Day with his family, his mom's side of the family in the morning and his dad's side of the family in the evening. So Christmas Eve is kind of like our Christmas. So we do like a chill day where we have like a bomb breakfast. We'll go to the East Side Chinatown in Toronto and get like a coconut bun or just like a nice cute little fun breakfast. And then we'll chill and watch movies all day. And I'll cook us like something special to eat for dinner. I've done like before when we weren't vegan, I would make like, I guess I should say when I wasn't vegan, I made like a beef Wellington, and I've done like mac and cheese. Last year I did a vegan mac and cheese, I think. Just like recipes that take a little bit more time. I made lasagna from scratch one year. We had crab legs one year. So we'll like chill, open presents. Movies are a really big thing for me and Will. We bond over movies a lot. We really love cinema and we love storytelling, and we like love to analyze films. I like talk about how I'm like a film buff and then talk about Seth Rogen, but we love Seth Rogen and we love Seth Rogen movies. Seth Rogen is my favorite actor and Pineapple Express is my favorite movie. So usually Seth Rogen or Judd Apatow or someone from Seth Rogen's crew will have come out with a movie like every year that me and Will have loved, and so Will usually like gets me that for Christmas and we'll watch that movie after we eat Christmas dinner. We always watch Home Alone during the day. So Christmas Eve is like my favorite part of Christmas. And because we just got home and I spent the first 2 days in a jet lag coma, and then today hungover, a self-induced coma, I haven't had time to do anything. I haven't had time to plan what I'm gonna make. 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's literally like 2 weeks and 1 day after we got back from Thailand. We're going to Mexico. Will's dad has so generously offered to take us to Cancun. I just feel so spoiled and so lucky. And I'm so happy that I put myself in a position with my job that I can easily take this time because I have money saved and because I'm freelancing, which gives me control over my schedule. I'm very happy about the decisions that I've made in my life recently, so. I still have a couple more videos about Chiang Mai that I want to make. I want to make what I wish I knew before I went to Thailand and what I learned in Thailand's video. So those could each be a video, or maybe I could do them together in one. And then I want to do a video of like a $2 meal versus a $20 meal, and like what the difference is and why there would be such a price discrepancy in the food out there and stuff. So I thought those would be interesting videos, and I was planning on doing them and having them up for Vlogmas, but I just started vlogging a lot more. I didn't think I was gonna want to be vlogging as much as I ended up wanting to. I thought I was gonna be like sick of it and want to post more sit down type videos, but I ended up really enjoying the actual just like day-to-day vlogs, so I didn't end up getting those filmed, but I still want to film them, and I want to, once I don't have to upload every day anymore, I mean I don't have to, but I'm just gonna pop on a little bit of eyeshadow primer. Once I don't have to upload every day anymore for Vlogmas, I can spend a little bit more time on each video, which I'm looking forward to in terms of planning and editing the videos and kind of putting them together a little bit more. So I want to actually sit down and really like plan out those videos and then do nice little sit down videos where I have lots of shots from when we were in Thailand as I'm talking and things like that. So I think I'll save those ones for once Vlogmas is over and just kind of finish out Vlogmas with some more chill like vlog style videos. I don't really want to film on Christmas Eve, and I don't want to edit on Christmas Day, so I need to figure something out about the 24th and 25th. That's why I was going to be filming multiple videos today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll film like a makeup tutorial and then in the morning, and then also vlog during the day so that the vlog can be tomorrow's video. Then I need one more. Crap, I should have vlogged today. Maybe I'll do something with my makeup done after this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See, like I was so good at planning, and now we're getting down to the very end, and I did have plans for this week, but I kind of let them, I don't know, like with traveling and everything, things kind of like went a different way, so whatever. I want to use some eyeshadow today that is not Charlotte Tilbury, because it's always my dream to not use Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, and then I just go and use Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows because they're so easy. I'm gonna be calling this video like Grownup Glam, because I'm like going out for a birthday party at a jazz bar and I'm a grown-up, but I'm so glam. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I want to use Woodwinked. This is my old favorite eyeshadow ever from MAC that I just saw Samantha Ravindal talking about in her travel bag video, I believe. And I was like, oh, should I have that? And I used to love it. So I want to use that. I want to use like only single shadows instead of an eyeshadow palette. I have some old ass single eyeshadows that I just can't get rid of. Why am I so attached to them? Okay, so I'm gonna start with some color in my crease. So I'm gonna use this shadow right here, which is Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. I'm gonna go in with this NYX creamy eyeshadow in the color Brownie Points. Is it NYX? No, ELF. I bought this in the States so long ago. Like, it hasn't dried out at all. I bought these other cream shadows when I went to the States last year. They're these jelly shadows by Blazin Eye Gloss. They're like they were like jelly consistency, and they've completely dried out, but I actually still really like the look of them. But this I bought like even years before that, maybe the year before or 2 years before those even, and it's still like barely dried out at all. Next, I'm gonna go in with Woodwinked on that same brush I was just using. I'm just gonna flip it over and use the other side. And I'm gonna apply this on the inner corner of my eye. So when I first started doing my makeup videos, I had a lot of people give me the constructive criticism that they were too long. And so I was trying really hard to shorten my videos for a while. And then when I started doing the Charlotte Tilbury look series, if you guys haven't seen any of those videos yet, I'm gonna leave the playlist down below. I'm doing a series where I go through all of Charlotte Tilbury's 10 iconic looks. It's been really fun. When I started doing that series, I decided I could kind of play around with different styles of makeup tutorials and just see which ones I liked and which videos did well compared to others and things like that. And I have some really short ones that are like voiceover where I just do my eye makeup. And then recently when I did the Uptown Girl video, it was like a full talk through. Started with my foundation, I showed my eyebrows. It was like a 22-minute long video, and that video is doing really well, and it has a really good audience retention. So even compared to the short videos, people are watching the Uptown Girl video for longer than they do a lot of my other videos. And so that video has like gone to #1 in terms of like minutes viewed on my channel in the last 28 days. And it's a pretty recent video, so it's doing well. And so what I think I've realized is that it's not necessarily shorter videos that I needed to do, but I needed to be better with editing. So the things that I'm including in the video, I need to know what to put in. And I think that's only gonna come with practice. And I definitely think I've gotten a lot better with that. This is Stray Dog by Urban Decay. On one of my first Chiang Mai vlogs, I went through my edit and then I had Will sit down with me and do a second edit, because we always make this joke when movies are too long, like they feel too long and it feels like there's a lot of unnecessary parts in the movie. A lot of the time movies are written and directed by the same person when they're like that. And so me and Will always have a joke, like when it gets to the end of a movie and it says written and directed by, we're always like, oh, like written and directed by, like of course it makes so much sense, like because people just get really attached to their own work. So they have this vision in their head, and when it's happening and it comes to fruition, you maybe are a little bit blinded by your own vision of how things were gonna be compared to like how it should be. So I sat with Will and did an edit, and he would be like, okay, like we're cutting out this part. And I'm like, no, like I love that part. And he's like, no, and would like explain to me like why we're taking it out. And he's like, it's gonna be hard. Like I'm cutting up your baby, you know, I'm cutting up your work and I am critiquing you, and it's not gonna feel easy. It's not gonna feel pleasant, but like this is just what you have to do. So I like sat through and did an edit like that with him, and then I realized kind of that I need to be like a little bit more cutthroat when it came to that. So anyways, what I'm saying is that I think just editing the videos better makes them seem not as long. I think they felt long to people because I was leaving in parts that were boring or parts that I liked that weren't relevant to the video or different things like that. I think that's what I've noticed. That's just me kind of hypothesizing based on views and like watch time and stuff. So I'm gonna obviously keep playing around and seeing how things go. I've been filming this for a long time already, so I know we're already on the long video train here. It feels so nice using freshly cleaned brushes. I'm so happy. So this is my Maybelline gel liner in Blackest Black. My battery is dying, so I'm just gonna plug in the camera while I do this. It's gonna take me a while. Okay guys, can you tell it's getting darker at a rapid pace? I need to wrap this up. I'm glad I started filming this when I did, because I was gonna start at 3 instead of 2 because it gets dark around 4:30, and yeah, we are losing daylight. So I just went ahead and wrapped up the eyes while I was charging my battery. So I did a really light lower lash line. I used a really tiny bit of Stray Dog from Urban Decay and the creme brulee shadow that I used in my crease from Makeup Geek. I did my wing liner, and then I used my little Dior mascara duo that I've been obsessed with lately. So that's gonna finish up the eyes, and I'm gonna move on to face. So I wanna do a little bit of contour, of course. So I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette in the Sculpt shade. Can you guys tell that I'm back to using my regular toning conditioner again? My hair looks so much more ashy, and like the texture of it is so much nicer. Like just being back home in the climate that it's used to and using the products that it's used to has made my hair so happy, which is so great. I was getting so nervous there. I was like, I'm getting old, I'm losing my hair, it's getting dry, what is happening? But just in these past few days, like I can tell my hair just has like so much more life to it. The color is back, everything is back. I'm so happy about it. I need to highlight. And I've been sitting here thinking to myself what I want to use for highlighter. I'm like loving that wood winked on the inner corners. I love how it's kind of bronzy, and I wish I had like a bronzy highlight, if that makes sense. The closest thing I have is Champagne Pop. And I also have the Bar of Gold from Charlotte Tilbury. So I might mix those together to hopefully get kind of a bronzy look. I'm gonna start with Bar of Gold from Charlotte Tilbury. It's like no light in here, so you can't even see that I'm highlighting my skin. And then I'm gonna layer over top of that Champagne Diamonds, Champagne Pop by Becca. And then I'm also gonna use Champagne Pop to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. That looks really pretty with that wood winked color on the eyelid. There goes my battery again, so let's wrap this up. I'm going to use Soar from MAC to line my lips. I tried this one, it's Charlotte Darling by Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, these smell so good. Smells like vanilla cake. Look nice with a little bit of blush. So for blush, I think I want to use Hi. This is Sex on Fire from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm using a really small amount of that. All right guys, so that is my Grownup Glam for my grown-up night out. My hair still was curled from yesterday, so I'm literally just gonna leave it like this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you wanna see more from me, make sure you subscribe. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's gonna help more people to see it too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.